Hello everyone, Per-Erik here, Swedish ambassador to Japan. Have you signed up for the pre-Stockholm50 Youth Conference yet? You can join us online to discuss important issues such as climate change, loss of biodiversity, pollution and waste with young people and experts from Japan and from all over the world. Today I would like to take the opportunity to walk you through the development in multilateral cooperation on these important issues since 1972, the year the Stockholm Conference took place in Stockholm, Sweden. The 1972 United Nations Conference on the Environment in Stockholm was the first world conference to make the environment a major issue. The Stockholm Declaration placed environmental issues at the forefront of international concerns and marked the start of a dialogue between industrialized and developing countries on the link between economic growth, the pollution of the air, water and oceans, and the well-being of people around the world. One of the major results of the Stockholm Conference was the creation of the United Nations Environment Programme, what we call UNEP. The historic Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, took place in 1992. The United Nations sought to help governments rethink economic development and find ways to stop polluting the planet and depleting its natural resources. This has led to the adoption of Agenda 21, an official global consensus on the development and environmental cooperation. Later, in 1997, the so-called Earth Summit +5 was held to examine the implementation of Agenda 21. In the same year, here in Japan, the Kyoto Protocol was adopted in December. Then there was the Millennium Summit in the year 2000, in which 8 Millennium Development Goals, the MDGs, were set out. The World Summit on Sustainable Development in Johannesburg took place in 2002. The Millennium Development Goals were reviewed a few times and followed by the Rio +20 conference in 2012 in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And then, in 2015, the United Nations Summit on Sustainable Development gave birth to Agenda 2030 and its 17 Sustainable Development Goals known as the SDGs. That year, at COP21, Paris Agreement on Climate Change was also signed. After the Climate Action Summit in 2019 and COP26 in Glasgow in 2021, here we are in 2022. This is the year to mark 50 years anniversary of the Stockholm Conference and the birth of UNEP. And we also have the COP27 for climate change later this autumn in Egypt. Before that, Stockholm +50 will take place and the expectations are now rising. We have been working with Japan's youth groups and preparations are now getting intense. So once again, don't forget to sign up for the online participation of the Stockholm +50 Youth Conference taking place here in Japan. Warmly welcome.